When you think of department stores, Macy's is probably the first name that comes to mind. From its legendary Thanksgiving Day parade to the historic Herald Square flagship, Macy's has been a cornerstone of shopping culture. However, in recent years, it has faced significant challenges. Today, we'll explore Macy's journey. How did it rise to become a retail powerhouse? And why is it now fighting to survive? Without further ado, let's dive in. In this video, we break it down into 4 sections. 1. The rise, from small shop to empire. 2. Macy's game-changing innovations. 3. The decline, struggles in modern retail. 4. Trouble ahead, finances and leadership shifts. Macy's didn't become an American retail icon overnight. It took over a century of innovation, expansion, and even a few failures along the way. Let's take a trip through time and see how it all started. 1858, the beginning of Macy's. Roland Hussey, Macy, a former sailor and gold prospector, opened a small dry goods store in New York City. He had already failed at running retail businesses multiple times, but this time he struck gold, not in California, but in retail. On his first day, he made just $11.06 in sales, about $400 today, but he kept going. 1862, the first department store Santa. Macy's became the first store to feature an in-house Santa Claus, creating a holiday tradition that would later be copied by retailers worldwide. 1874, the birth of window shopping. Macy's introduced the first holiday window display, a groundbreaking idea that drew massive crowds. This started the tradition of window shopping as a real pastime, making Macy's a must-visit holiday destination. 1902, the Herald Square flagship opens. Macy's moved to Herald Square, New York City, opening what would become the largest department store in the world. The store was a sensation, featuring 33 elevators and 4 wooden escalators, which were revolutionary at the time. Macy's held the title of the world's largest retail store for a century, spanning a massive 2.5 million square feet, or 230,000 square meters. That's about 50 football fields. Basically, you could run a full game, take a halftime break, and still get lost looking for the shoe department. 1924, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Macy's launched its first Thanksgiving parade, featuring live animals from the Central Park Zoo. The parade quickly became an annual tradition, growing into one of the biggest televised events in America, with millions tuning in every year. 1945, Macy's goes national. After thriving in New York for decades, Macy's expanded beyond NYC, acquiring regional department stores and becoming a coast-to-coast brand. 1960s, the birth of the modern department store. Macy's pioneered the concept of the modern department store, organizing merchandise into clearly labeled sections, making shopping more intuitive for customers. 1976, Macy's 4th of July fireworks show debuts. To celebrate America's bicentennial, Macy's hosted its first ever fireworks show on the 4th of July in NYC. It became an annual event, growing into one of the biggest Independence Day celebrations in the country. 1986, Macy's goes public. Macy's became a publicly traded company, allowing investors to buy stock in the legendary retailer. This move fueled expansion, but also set the stage for future financial struggles. 1994, Federated Department Stores buys Macy's. After going bankrupt in 1992, Macy's was acquired by Federated Department Stores, which also owned Bloomingdale's. This acquisition helped Macy's recover, and it later became the flagship brand of the company. 2006, Macy's becomes a national powerhouse. Federated rebranded many of its regional department stores, like Marshall Field's and Filene's, under the Macy's name, making it a true national chain. 2015, the peak of Macy's power. Macy's stock price hit an all-time high of $73 per share, and it operated 850 stores across the US. The company was worth over $24 billion, a retail giant at its peak. 2020, COVID-19, and the retail apocalypse. The pandemic forced Macy's to shut down stores, leading to massive layoffs and financial losses. The shift to online shopping accelerated, and Macy's struggled to adapt. 2024, the fight to survive. Macy's is closing stores, fending off buyout offers, and trying to reinvent itself in an era where department stores are fading. Will it make a comeback, or is it heading down the same path as Sears? Now we know about Macy's history. It wasn't just another department store. It was a pioneer in retail innovation, introducing concepts that became game-changing strategies. Odd number pricing. Ever wondered why prices end in 0.99? Macy's helped pioneer this, making products feel cheaper than they actually are. But the original reason behind this might surprise you. It was harder for dishonest employees to pocket changes without getting caught during the cash-only era. Fixed pricing, departing from the customary haggling, Macy's implemented set prices for all items, ensuring transparency and fairness for customers. Money-back guarantee. To build trust and customer satisfaction, Macy's offered refunds for returned merchandise, a novel concept at the time. Made-to-measure tailoring services. Long before fast fashion, Macy's offered in-store tailoring, ensuring clothes fit perfectly. First retail store, licensed to sell alcohol. Yep, Macy's was the first to sell booze in a department store. Shopping and cocktails? Genius. The first department store Santa, 1862. Macy's introduced the idea of a department store Santa, which became a nationwide tradition. Holiday window displays. Since 1874, Macy's started decorating its windows for Christmas, attracting huge crowds. The phrase window shopping, you can thank Macy's for that. The Herald Square sensation, 1902. As the largest retail store in the world, Macy's flagship store made a grand opening that wowed New Yorkers. Macy's fireworks on the 4th of July. In 1976, Macy's started its famous fireworks show, now a staple of Independence Day celebrations. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, 1924. Possibly Macy's biggest cultural impact, this parade started nearly 100 years ago and is now a must-watch event every Thanksgiving. Giant balloons and marching bands. It's an annual American tradition. Shaping the modern department store image. From organizing products by department to launching in-store credit, Macy's set the standard for how department stores operate today. Just like Starbucks, its CEO, Howard Schultz, once said, "We are not in the coffee business serving people, we are in the people business serving coffee." Macy's didn't just sell products, it sold shopping experiences. But even legends can struggle to keep up with the times. Regarding what Starbucks is struggling to in the recent years, well, that will be another episode. Despite its storied history, Macy's has faced mounting challenges nowadays. 4 factors have contributed to its decline. Number 1, the e-commerce boom. The rise of online shopping giants like Amazon has dramatically shifted consumer behavior. Shoppers now enjoy the convenience of browsing and purchasing from home, leading to decreased foot traffic in brick-and-mortar stores. Macy's has invested in its online platform, but competing with e-commerce behemoths has proven difficult. Number 2, competition from discount retailers. Stores such as TJ Maxx, Ross, and Burlington offer brand name products at reduced prices, appealing to cost-conscious consumers. This trend has siphoned customers away from traditional department stores like Macy's, which struggle to match the deep discounts. Number 3. Big box retailers and fast fashion. Retailers like Walmart, Target, and Costco provide one-stop shopping with competitive pricing, while fast fashion brands like H&M and Zara offer trendy apparel at low costs. These dynamics have eroded Macy's market share as consumers seek both convenience and affordability elsewhere. Number 4. Impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic accelerated existing challenges. Temporary store closures, supply chain disruptions, and shifts toward online shopping further impacted Macy's sales and profitability. The company announced numerous store closures and layoffs as part of its restructuring efforts. Financially, these challenges are evident. In the fourth quarter of 2024, Macy's reported a 2.68% decrease in net sales, totaling $4.9 billion. The recent 8 quarters earnings report paints a clear picture of Macy's ongoing struggles with consistent declines in revenue. While certain locations, like the first 50 stores, showed resilience with a 1.9% increase in comparable sales, the overall performance highlighted significant hurdles. Adjusted earnings per share stood at $0.04. The EPS on earning reports also reflecting the broader struggles within the company. Unfortunately, Macy's challenges don't stop there. In late 2024, the company uncovered $151 million in bookkeeping errors, leading to adjustments in its 2023 earnings. Yet, they opted not to revise past reports, brushing off the mistakes as immaterial. Not everyone's buying it. Financial experts are raising eyebrows over Macy's internal controls. In February 2024, Macy's longtime captain, Jeff Gennette, hung up his retail boots and retired. Stepping into the hot seat, Tony Spring, the former CEO of Bloomingdale's. Now, Spring isn't just inheriting a department store, he's inheriting a full-blown retail survival challenge. His mission: keep Macy's relevant in an era where shopping from your couch is the norm, and convince customers that brick and mortar isn't just a relic of the past. No pressure, right? Meanwhile, back in December 2023, an investor group led by Ark House Management and Brigade Capital Management decided Macy's looked like a great bargain and slapped down a $5.8 billion buyout offer, pricing Macy's stock at $21 a share, a whopping 51.3% premium at the time. Macy's board took one look at the deal and said, "Thanks, but we've got this." They're betting big on their own turnaround strategy, but whether that bet pays off or just delays the inevitable is the billion-dollar question. As of February 2025, Macy's stock is sitting at $15.33 a share, which pretty much sums up Wall Street's mixed feelings about its future. Investors are watching closely as the company scrambles to stay afloat in a retail world that's changing faster than a clearance sale. And the buyout rumors, they're still swirling. With the stock price where it is, maybe the timing isn't so bad after all. Macy's grew from a small 1800 shop into a retail giant, shaping holidays and redefining shopping. Now, it's fighting to just stay relevant. Do you miss the holiday shopping vibe at Macy's? The crowds, the decorations, the feeling of finding that perfect gift in person. Does that still excite you? Or you would rather go online shopping? And let's talk nostalgia. I personally haven't gotten over Sears' bankruptcy yet. Is Macy's next on your heartbreak list? If Macy's eventually gets bought out, will you miss the window displays, the parade, Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in next episode.